Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Skyline Classroom. And in Skyline Classroom, today's topic is how to speak English fluently. Because this is the most important topic for learners who are willing to learn and speak English fluently. So there are some obstacles that everyone faces, and today in this video we are going to face out and we are going to solve and resolve these obstacles or hindrances that faced by many of the speakers, learners, and those who want to speak English fluently. So let's start. I will tell you some of the important points that you have to work on it, and you have to go through this and you have to practice them out. Inshallah, within days you will start speaking. So let's start without wasting any further time. Number one, if you want to speak English, you have to take a pattern, you have to take a structure. First of all, you have the structure in your mind. And what I mean by talking about the pattern or the structure, actually the structure or the pattern is something that is the structure of a sentence, something that you want to speak in a method. That is a method, actually method by which you have to put the things in order. Because if you do not have the structure or the pattern of any language, you cannot have the fluency on that language. Okay, so first of all, you have to take the structure in your mind, and structure is very simple. It is not that much difficult that by saying this, that structure may be something very hard and difficult to keep in your mind. This is very simple. Let me tell you how to take the pattern, how to remember the pattern in your mind and put it and feed it forever. The number one thing is subject. Whenever you want to talk in English, you have to know that subject always comes and takes place before any other thing, any other phrase, any other word. First of all, you have to put the subject in the first place, and then secondly, what is the structure? Verb. There is verb always after the subject. Okay, and then there is object. So this is very common and very basic of the structures of English language: subject, verb, and object. Okay, so if you keep this thing in your mind and you start talking about according to this, inshallah you will not face any hindrance, any obstacles. Now the question arises here: how will you keep this structure in your mind? You have to learn the basics of the English, basics grammar. I mean to say basic means the grammar. The grammar always tells you, first of all, the subject. What is a subject? Subject may be the noun, subject may be the pronoun, or the subject may be any machine or anything else. The subject is something that works, that is working, of course. And then there comes a verb. And what is a verb? Verb is maybe the verb, auxiliary verb. It may be the action verb, it may be the main verb, it may be the modal verb, or anything else. But verb you have to learn. Subject after verb, and then finally comes the object. Object may have one word, two word, a three word, whatsoever it may be. So object depends on the things or phrases that you talk about. Okay, so number one is clear. First of all, you have to keep this pattern, subject, verb, and object in your mind, and then start practicing it. Now coming towards the second thing. What is the second thing? You have to watch the movies or the commentaries or any English movie or anything that maybe the newscasting channel. You have to listen English. If you want to speak English, you have to listen English. If you do not find any people around you who can speak English, so there is no problem at all. Everybody today, in today's date, everybody is having a smartphone, or he may be having a TV at home, or he may be having an internet connection, or anything that you have. What you have to do is you have to listen any news channel that speaks in English, and any commentary English, that may be the cricket commentary, that may be the anything storytelling, that may be a geographical channel and animal channel, or whatsoever it is. You have to listen. It may be a movie, that may be a movie also. You can watch it. It doesn't matter you do not understand each and everything. You of course will not understand each and everything by listening at the first time, but when you will repeat it again and again, you will be able to understand the question, you will be able to understand the language, their sentences and their structures. Now, why I am suggesting this? Because the native speakers speak very well, and they find such a native connection between their language and their phrases and their sentences and their words and vocabulary. You will be amazed, because if you go through the vocabulary and if you go through the traditional methods of learning English and speaking English, that will take a lot time. But once you listen every day, once a day, you listen English commentary or English movie or anything else that is related to the English speaking, I suggest you and I recommend you this. That will be that will be very beneficial for you. Okay, so second thing is that you have to listen if you want to speak. So listen and repeat. When you listen a sentence and that you understand it, you have to pause and stop that video, and you have to try to speak that same sentence by your own, so that will be easy. Now coming towards the third point. What is the third point? And that is also important. As I told you the previously, the listening is important, then speaking itself is important. Once you have listened, you have a pattern in your mind, structure in your mind, and now you are listening also. But the most important thing is that you have to speak the everything that you have listened and that you want to speak. Okay, you have to make the practice. If you will not practice, if you're listening it, if the structure is in your mind, whatsoever it is, you may be having a lots of vocabulary, but still if you are not practicing it, that means you will not be able to speak fluently. So what is the third thing? That is that you have to speak by your own. Whatever the sentences that you learned today, you speak them, keep speaking them, keep practicing them. If you practice them, if you keep speaking them, that will bring the fluency to your tongue, because your tongue is something that is very new for the language that you are learning. And if you bring out such a vocabulary and such a patterns again and again on your tongue, that it will be easier for it to speak it, to articulate, and to further enhance your speaking fluency. Now coming towards the fourth point. The fourth point is something that you have to write your daily routine. Whatsoever you do from the dawn until the night that you sleep on, the time that you sleep on. Okay? Everything you have to note. Whatsoever you speak with your friends, with your family, with your teachers, with your classmates, with your parents, whatsoever you do with them. Okay? Because whatever you do in daily routine, everything is going to repeat. The second day will going to repeat. The third day is going to be repeated. So whatever things that you do on your daily routine, you have to practice first. Okay, make the sentences. If you cannot speak first, make the sentences, write them out, write in your notebook or whatever, and keep that notebook with you always, and then see the sentences that you have made and try to speak with the people. If you do not find again the people, you speak by yourself. And now coming towards the final question, that is most important and that is very common. Every speaker faces this hindrance, and I do not find this hindrance. This is not a hindrance or obstacle or any difficulty. If you do not find any speaker that wants to talk to you, doesn't matter at all. You can speak by your own. Stand in front of the mirror, or you are even sitting, or you are even sleeping, or even you are riding, driving, whatsoever you are doing. But you may be thinking something, right? Our people always think. So whatever you think, you just give them the words. Your thoughts should be having words. Your thoughts should be giving the words. Whatever you think, you try to translate it into English and try to speak with yourself. Try to speak with yourself. You are very safe when you speak to yourself, because nobody is going to laugh at you, nobody is going to pinpoint your mistakes and everything. You are the only genuine person that you will listen yourself.